Hello and welcome to All Scrubbed Up. For those of you that are new to us, hi, and to those of you that are watching us again, welcome back. My name is Charlene and today I'm going to be doing a coloured eyeliner look. So I wore this look a few days ago and it got some really great responses from people, and so I thought, okay, I am going to show everybody how I did this look. First of all, I'm going to start off with Knit Fab's Liquid Gold Illuminator. So you guys know how much I do adore a dewy illuminated skin. The liquid gold I haven't tried before. It is lighter than the bronzier one that I would normally use. But it is going underneath my foundation, and so hopefully that doesn't disturb the colour too much. I am just after that really illuminated, glowy kind of look, so fingers crossed it doesn't interfere with it too much. I've popped a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just going to blend that all over my skin. It is a little bit light, but not too much actually. I think hopefully it's not going to give an off look to my foundation. It shouldn't do, fingers crossed. Okay, so now that I've got a little bit of the illuminator on, I'm going to do a little bit of colour correcting. So a tiny bit of the orange just on the inner corner and also the outer corner. I think I've told you guys before that I always put a little bit on the outer corner because I have the brown discoloration and that can just make my eyes look a bit sad or a little bit tired. So by colour correcting there, it's just helping define the shape a bit more and taking away that sad or tired look. And I'm going over the orange with a little bit of the ochre just to neutralize the orange, and you can see that I'm just focusing it on the areas where I have the brown discoloration, so I'm not putting it all the way under my eyes, and you can see that's starting to brighten. So for my foundation I'm going in with MAC Studio Fix Plus, and this is in NC55. I've really gotten back into this foundation again. It's coming to, it's autumn now, and so my summer colour is kind of disappearing. So this just gives my skin the extra warmth and the extra coverage I need. I have literally got just half a pump or even less than half a pump of that on the back of my hand. And today I'm going to use this 168 brush from MAC. It's quite a fluffy brush. I'm just dipping in a little bit of the foundation and I'm just going to lightly feather that across my skin. So it's going to give my skin some warmth. It's the colour of it, it's warmer than my skin colour, my face skin colour. And that's just going to help to balance the colour of my face and my body, because my body is a fair bit warmer than my face. I'm going to take some of that onto my forehead. I do tend to have just a little bit of kind of like an ashy undertone, it appears lately, and so I'm giving around my mouth a little bit more coverage. So that's my base done, and now I'm going to start on my eyes. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using my lipstick. So this is a Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick in Dance With Me. I think I've used this colour in a couple of videos before, but I'm going to be using it as my eyeliner as well. Makeup can be used in a variety of ways. So if you have a lipstick and you're looking for a blusher and you don't have that particular blusher, you could always use one of your lipsticks as your blusher. For my eyeliner, I'm going to be using this liquid lipstick because although it starts off wet and quite creamy, which actually is really good for for applying the eyeliner, this sets and stays and goes matte and it doesn't budge. To start off with though, I'm going to be going for quite a matte eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using this Tarte Pro palette. So first of all, I'm going to be going for this colour here. It's called Bold. And I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid. I'm using a 239 brush from MAC, which is perfect for just building up colour and creating a nice solid eyeshadow colour. And getting right to the root of my lashes, taking it up to the crease line, and that's gonna kind of be my finishing point. Again, because I want it to stay on all day, it's the morning now. I'm going to the cinema later and then I'm out for dinner, so I really want this eyeshadow to stay on. So I am going to be putting on a couple of layers. It's forwards, windswiper motion, and I'm just literally following the shape of my eye there. So as you can see, that's nice and full on both sides. You always want to make sure that both sides are even. I'm now going to use this really warm brownie colour. It's called Edgy. And I am simply dipping the tip, I don't know if you can see that. I'm dipping the tip of my brush in. So there's actually not a lot of product on there. And looking straight ahead, I'm just following my crease line, doing a backwards forwards motion in between my crease line, and then kind of taking it ever so slightly onto the brow bone, just the beginning of it. So it just kind of creates a really soft smoke, and just taking a step back, looking to make sure that both sides are balanced. So now I'm going to scoop a little bit of my liquid lipstick onto the back of my hand, and using my MAC 210 brush, I'm going to apply my liquid eyeliner. Eyeliner is always something that a lot of people have trouble with applying. So I'm going to show you a way to do it that hopefully you'll find easy to do yourself. I've completely filled my 210 brush with the liquid lipstick, and now I'm going to go in with my application. So I'm using my finger as a bit of a pivot. I'm starting at the inner corner, and I'm just doing long strokes along my lash line. Starting from the inner corner, stopping almost at the middle or just past the middle, and then from the outer corner, I'm applying inwards. And I want to make sure I've got a nice solid line, so I'm going over it a couple of times. So I've started off really thin on the inner corner, and I'm just creating a bit more width towards the outer edge. I'm going to do my flick upwards, so I almost pretend like I've got a diagonal line coming from underneath, and I pull it upwards. And so you always want to pull your eyeliner upwards just to give your eyes a bit of a lift. If I were to follow my complete eyeline with the brush, I'd end up making the eyeliner come down, which would make my eyes look really tired. And so by giving your eyes a little bit of a lift, you're actually making your eyes look a bit more awake. So I've got that line underneath, and then from the edge of that, I'm pulling it in towards the eyeliner on my eyelid. Now everybody likes to do their liners in different ways. So if you wanted to, you could go for a higher flick, for a more diagonal flick. I like doing it this way because it just elongates the shape of my eye. I also think I want to do my eyeliner a little bit thicker, so I'm just very carefully making it a little bit wider. I'm focusing that mostly on the outer part of my eye. The eyeliner starts off quite thin on the inner corner and gets wider towards the outer corner. So that's my eyeliner done, and now let's finish off with the rest of my skin. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using Tom Ford's concealer pen in Deep, which is number 0.5. Gonna just do a couple of dots, just sweeping underneath my eye. Just a couple of swishes. I do like to make sure that I conceal pretty well, so I guess I do use quite a lot of concealer. And with my same foundation brush, I'm just going to dab that in, taking it onto my cheekbones and a little bit down onto my cheeks. And again, the same on the other side. So for the added glow, I'm going to use this new illuminating powder. It's an iridescent loose powder by MAC, and unfortunately it's limited edition. I managed to get one before they all run out. And you know how I like my shimmer and my glow and my highlight. It is quite similar to my skin tone, which is the kind of highlight that I prefer. I don't like to go for anything that's going to contrast too much to my skin. I want it to kind of melt in and almost look like it could be part of my skin. And I'm just working that along the top of my cheekbones and a little bit onto my cheek. And again on the other side. This looks quite golden compared to what I normally use, and actually it is a really full-on powder. Yeah, you don't need to use a lot of it. It is quite a powerful product, but as you can see, like I said, it's not too far off from the colour of my skin, so it's really complementary, which is the kind of highlight that I prefer. For my contour, I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to be using my Studio Fix NW55, a colour that I swear by. It works perfectly to give my complexion a natural contour, and like I've said in so many other videos, I'm still looking for something else other than this foundation powder. I'm yet to find anything, so for the moment I'm going to continue to use it. Tiny amount down the bridge of my nose to give my skin a little bit more depth and just to deepen the contour a tiny bit more. I'm using this Sleek Face Contour Kit, and I'm using this deeper shade here. It's ever so slightly deeper than my contour powder. I'm putting a tiny bit just at the beginning section of my natural contour, and that just deepens it ever so slightly. And I'm just taking it around the other areas that I contoured with my Studio Fix powder. For my blush, I just want a hint of colour. I am going for something shimmery, so I'm hoping I don't end up looking like a disco ball, but I'm using NARS's Orgasm. And I'm using this flat top brush. It's called a Dome Blender, and it's by Crown Brushes. Just popping a little bit of that onto the top, and just giving a hint of a soft, light golden peach to the edges of my cheeks. For my lashes, I'm going to be using the MAC False Lash Extreme Black Mascara. And you can see it's just giving me that drama. By nuzzling the brush underneath the root of the lashes, it almost looks like I've got a very thin black mascara line. And that's called tight lining. Now for my brows, I am still so in love with this Benefit 24-hour brow setter. It is my favourite eyebrow gel of the moment. And I'm just getting my brows in shape, so just brushing the hairs up. I brush them up initially, and then as you can see towards the end, I kind of groom them a bit more. My Precisely Brow pencil in number 5, again something else that I'm deeply in love with at the moment. I'm just going to just give a little bit of definition to my brows, getting a nice smooth line underneath and a tiny bit in the front of my brows. I have a little bit of a hole here, so making sure that's filled in. Just smoothing everything out. So if you find that you have any kind of hard strokes, you can make it softer by going in with the spoolie. So for my lips, I'm using my favourite combo. It's Dance With Me liquid lipstick, which is what I have on my eyes. I'm using it on my lips as well to create a bit more of a uniformed look. But first of all, I'm going to be popping on a little bit of my MAC lip primer. I don't put any lipstick on without this stuff. It is my favourite thing. So popping that on all over. Leave that on for 15 to 20 seconds. Now I'm using Beat lip pencil, which is a similar colour to Dance With Me lipstick. Nice shade going on. So that's my lips primed and lined with pencil, completely filled in, and now I'm going to go in with my Dance With Me Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick by MAC. Such a gorgeous colour. And I know that this is going to last me all day. And there you have it. I've used my lipstick as my eyeliner. What a great combination, and what a great way to use another product in your bag on another part of your face. I hope this has inspired you to take a look into your own makeup bags and see what else you can use your products that are lying around and maybe haven't used in a while, and see how you could use it in a different way. I hope you've enjoyed watching this today and have picked up some tips as much as I have enjoyed applying it for you. Don't forget to comment, share, like and subscribe. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye.